Hello, my name is Ewan, and I would like to give you a quick tour of what the user experience could look like with using an EU digital identity wallet that we've been helping out with. It's a pilot project, and let's get right into the demo. Okay, so what we see here is a pilot implementation of a web-based wallet developed by GUnit, the Greek Universities Network. Also involved are SUNET, the Swedish University Computer Network, and Asset Ibico. We have contributed to introduce FIDO authentication and client-side encryption to the wallet. So of course, the first thing we're going to need to do is to create an account. So go here to sign up. I would choose a name for myself. This does not need to be a unique username. It's just something to be displayed back to me. And we'll create a passkey. I'm going to use a YubiKey for this. Just tap the YubiKey, enter the PIN, tap it once more, and we have a passkey created. So there we have the passkey created, those we're going to use to log into the wallet. But we also actually need to create a couple of encryption keys to secure the wallet. And for that, we need to do this one more time. Just tap the YubiKey, enter the PIN, tap the YubiKey again. And now we are signed into the wallet. And as you can see here, we don't have any credentials in the wallet yet, so let's fix that. First of all, we're going to go here to this national VID issuer. VID stands for verifiable identity, and request a credential. So this takes us out to a different page, probably some kind of government authority that can issue identification credentials. So in the real world, you would probably use some kind of existing national identification system to log in here. But for this demo, we're just going to use a username and password as a placeholder. So now that we're logged in, you can see that we're being offered this verifiable ID credential here. So we can expand some of the properties, see that we have a name, a personal identification number, and a date of birth in this credential. So we'll select this to be added to the wallet, and that redirects us back to the wallet where we can now see that we have this verifiable ID card in the wallet. And again, we can inspect this to see some of the properties, like the expiration date, date of birth, and the name. So now what we can do is we can use this verifiable identity credential to identify ourselves to some different system. For this, we're going to use this University of Athens example. And this again is going to bring us out to a different page, which immediately redirects us back to the wallet page, where we get to choose which verifiable identity credential to use to authenticate to this university. So we're going to use this verifiable ID credential that we just added to the wallet, and that authenticates us to this university. So again, we're being offered a credential here. This time it's a university degree credential. We can again expand it to see some of the properties, like the name and the information about the education diploma. And again, we can select this to be added to the wallet. And that again redirects us back to the wallet, where we can now see that we have this university degree credential as well. And again, we can expand the properties and look into the credential. And then of course, the idea is that I could also use these credentials to authenticate to other kinds of systems. For example, I could use this verifiable ID credential to prove my legal age to an online liquor store, or I could use this university degree credential to apply to a job somewhere. And in time, there could also be other kinds of credentials in this wallet used for other kinds of things. And finally, once the session expires or I'm done and I want to log out, everything is encrypted and inaccessible unless I present the YubiKey again. So if I want to access the wallet again, I of course need to use the YubiKey to securely log in and decrypt the wallet. And so, this is a quick look at what this kind of user experience could end up looking like once this makes it into the real world. Because these are pilot projects and things will change over time. You may not use this application in the end when you want to use EUID. You may use a different implementation. But yeah, this is a quick first intro of what that kind of user experience could look like, and where passkeys and WebAuthn and YubiKeys could fit into that story. Thank you.